Alright, so if you're like me, you've been super excited about the announcement for Guild Wars Reforged, the reforging of a game that I have loved since my childhood, honestly. However, there has been some miscommunication about what the game is and what it is not. Partly, and I will take credit for this, is on my part, I could have been clearer in my initial video talking about the game.
How dare you!
However, the update notes are there, and in no way, shape, or form does it say some things versus others, and that kind of sentiment has run rampant. So I wanted to hit on the topics of what has been announced specifically for Guild Wars Reforged and what is coming in the update in a few weeks. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Guild Wars content in general. Guild Wars 1 or 2, Guild Wars Reforged, Guild Wars 2. Anyway, okay, so first let's talk about the biggest elephant in the room. Guild Wars Reforged is not a remastered version.
Hold up.
This is not them updating the entirety of the game on a new engine, making it look like it's a brand new game with all the bells and whistles. Now, what is changing is some improvements to audio, some improvements to video, and other minor refinement to, say, textures and ambient sound for immersion and sky bloom effects, things along these lines. Little touches that they can do to make the game look a little bit better. This is not becoming a reforged version of, we'll say, Warcraft 3, going from the original to the reforged version, where it's basically all texture models that all kind of low-key look like they were made for a mobile game. And of course, this is not to the degree that you would see a remastered version of the game where it's a brand new game engine it's built off of, and I know that may not be the answer that many of you guys are looking for. However, it is important to note that it is an improvement to a 20-year-old game, and it's a welcome addition. There's many people who enjoy Guild Wars 1 even now and still play it. I, heck, even recently played it, and it's been an absolute blast. So to see that they are beginning work on this and they are updating this 20-year-old game, it's a very nice surprise. However, let's go ahead and temper expectations of what exactly is happening. The second thing to discuss is possibly its biggest capability, its biggest change, I should say, is to be launched and played onto the Steam Deck. Essentially now, Guild Wars 1 is being controller compatible, which means that you can plop your rear end on the couch and enjoy the game from your childhood. We even got to see what some of it may look like during a live stream, so there is plenty of it to be excited about if you are using controllers, as well as the game now being optimized for a handheld, and which is honestly a very good reason for me to go out and purchase a Steam controller finally. And I think this has been a targeted upgrade, or an update I should say, because there has been the appetite, as it were put, appetite for players who wanted to be able to play Guild Wars on a handheld device or on the Steam Deck. So this is a big feature. Honestly, the best part of all of this, in the biggest improvement in my mind, is seeing the changes to the pricing of the game. It used to be that you would have to purchase one of the games to have them unlock for your account. Guild Wars Prophecies, Guild Wars Factions, or Guild Wars Nightfall. And of course, the only true expansion to all of these, which is Eye of the North. They all had to be purchased individually or bundled at $40 US. What's changed now is that it is only $20 for the Reforged version and simplifies what choice you have to make. To expand it further, Prophecies, Faction, and Nightfall are all technically standalone games, and Eye of the North, again, as I mentioned, is the only official expansion. When you purchase the Reforged version, you get Prophecies, Factions, and Nightfall all in one for that $20 US charge. And if you already own a single one of those standalone games, you unlock all of them. And this really simplifies what players are buying and playing. It's a win-win. Oh, shucks, you bought Prophecies 10 years ago and you still have it on your account. Well, you have Nightfall and Factions available to your account as of December 3rd. That's fantastic. Now, to be fair, this does mean that Eye of the North will need to be purchased separately, and this is important, of course, because ArenaNet has confirmed that the Hall of Monuments will be available to Steam players now, and that connection can be set up. The Hall of Monuments is essentially a way that you can earn trophies in Guild Wars Reforged to earn unique items in Guild Wars 2. Recently, I bull rushed my way through Guild Wars Prophecies to earn the Fiery Dragon Sword, which was honestly so worth it. But the other rewards that you can have are like minis, other weapon skins, armors, titles, and more. To have the Hall of Monuments connect to Guild Wars 2, it used to be that you would only be able to connect the Hall of Monuments between Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars 1 if you had the original Guild Wars launcher. That basically ruins it for anyone who is playing on Steam. Now they have verified if you purchase Guild Wars Reforged on Steam and you also play Guild Wars 2 on Steam, you will be able to connect the two once you have created your Guild Wars account and then earn Hall of Monuments achievements. This has been such a huge quality of life feature because you would have to have at least one of the main games, so Prophecies, Nightfall, or Factions, and then also have the Eye of the North expansion. You would have to do a whole bunch of different steps to unlock the Hall of Monuments, but that was a step process that you would be able to do. And now you can just do it because it's included in the game. It's fantastic. There's so much that you can earn in this game and so many cool things that you can get for Guild Wars 2. And now with the capability of being tied to Steam Guild Wars 2 users, it's the perfect time to get into it and get hyped. And of course, some other quality of life features that have improved, updated UI and quest tracking, to name a few. But that's about the extent of this update to start. Now, this is all grand. It really is. But really what makes this a big deal is the capability of what the future brings. This is not simply Guild Wars Reforged, getting a few touches and then never being looked at again. This Guild Wars Reforged is getting an update and more moving into the future. And it seems like the development team at 2 Weeks has partnered with ArenaNet to make this happen. And this is possibly the biggest point of excitement for me, as this opens up the door for more updates and upgrades down the line. I would be ambitious to say that there could also be some new expansions that come out and different classes. Maybe that's just me asking for too much. I don't know. That's simply maybe just being excited and potentially jumping the gun. But hopefully that's what this game will develop into. I know to keep my expectations low and focus on what we do know about the game. And as of right now, we don't even have a roadmap of when these updates are going to be coming out down the line. But it does bring me a lot of joy knowing that the developers behind one of the biggest games of my childhood are now bringing it back into the light. Now might be the perfect time for me to get that legendary Defender of Ascalon title. What do you think? Are you as excited about Guild Wars Reforged as I am? Tell me in the comment section down below. I know that I am going to have to play through the Factions campaign because I just finished up Prophecies, but if you do want to see my journey through the Prophecies campaign, you can start that here. As always, stay caffeinated, folks.